The work week gets off to a rough start with a dreadful commute, all because of a power outage on the MAX lines.
It wasn't just MAX riders that saw delays as well. Bus riders had some delays as well.
Nearly the entire train system came to a screeching halt just as the commute was getting started, and service still isn't fully restored. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at noon. I'm Jenny Hansen. The MAX trains were stranded this morning on all 4 lines. No trains were getting in or out of downtown, and shuttle buses between the Expo Center and PSU and Hollywood and Jeld-Wen. Now, TriMet says 6 of its power substations went down. We do have team coverage on this MAX service disruption. We start with Brent Weisberg live in downtown. Brent.
Jenny, good afternoon. TriMet officials tell me in 40+ years of service, this morning's power outage in the downtown core was likely one of the worst they have ever seen. Now, for a time, every single MAX train system-wide was affected. Some trains even came to a halt in the middle of the intersections. The power failure happened right as the morning commute got underway. I asked TriMet officials what happened. A spokesperson tells me they still, this noon, do not have an exact cause. 6 of 7 power stations went down, all in the downtown core. When that happened, TriMet went into an emergency mode, sending out field crews and supervisors, sending out alerts to customers. This is definitely not normal for TriMet and something that caught them by surprise.
But it's really ours. It's not a commercial power outage.
Okay.
It's a TriMet, you know. So this isn't like if you had a business across the street from where the substation was that your business was out of power too. This was solely isolated to TriMet.
Again, what that quote TriMet issue is, this noon remains a mystery. We talked with riders who say there were some small outages yesterday afternoon. We asked TriMet to verify that, and we were told that there were no major outages. We also know that as part of this ongoing investigation, transit police are aware and they have offered their assistance, but at this point there is no indication that what occurred this morning was sabotage. TriMet officials say that there are just some lingering after effects of this power outage, including the steel bridge. Trains are not able to go across the steel bridge, but they are working to correct that as soon as possible. Reporting live, I'm Brent Weisberg, KOIN 6 News.
All right, thank you, Brent. And as Brent was just saying, that system-wide outage meant massive delays for riders and commuters. Thousands of people were late for work and getting to the airport. Jack Carter has more from riders who got caught in the backup.
It's been a frustrating and at sometimes confusing morning for riders. A lot of them not quite sure which trains are working and which aren't. TriMet, for its part, has been moving the trains that are available, but also using shuttle buses to ferry some passengers between stations.
I'm going to be late to work, and on top of that, I think it's kind of inconvenient that they write you tickets when the machines don't work, and then they also, now their service is down as well, you know?
For Andrew Venatucci, the delay of the morning trains meant he was late for work in Gresham, just like thousands of others stranded across the metro area, wondering where to go and how to get there.
So the shuttle buses are going to be pulling up here.
An epic power failure at the height of the morning rush hour forced TriMet to activate their emergency plan, but most riders found it was more stop and go.
I appreciate that they brought in shuttle buses and that they're trying to get us where we need to go, and we just have to be patient and flexible.
By mid-morning, service was slowly being restored as crews continued inspecting the steel bridge, the one remaining spot at a standstill, forcing riders to be ferried across the bridge in buses rather than trains, as many tried to keep their spirits as bright as the sunshine.
It is what it is, and you know, if you're going to take public transportation, it's always a possibility.
Max shuttle westbound.
Chad Carter, KOIN 6 News.